Hi, I'm Rachel, where I live in faith every day, and this is life. Hey guys! So as you can see today, it will just be we, and unfortunately, if you guys have watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that a lot of things were happening with us individually, within our church, within our families. So a lot of things were going on. So it was really difficult for us to kind of get together and film because as you guys know, we live very far apart. So it was really difficult. It's difficult for us to sometimes get together and film. So today, I kind of wanted to go back to the very beginning, to my first love, and it kind of came upon me because a lot of things were happening, a lot of stressful things were happening, and it was really hard for me to like kind of see some of the good things and some of, you know, God's glory and so much of, you know, a lot of things that was happening amongst us. And so I kind of wanted to go back to, that's where I felt God's love the most, and it's actually in nature. Interestingly enough, I grew up here in Georgia, like in the country area, so I saw a lot of different animals, different weather, different seasons, different you know, a lot of different things. Whereas in California, it was a little bit more difficult because I was in the city, like in LA area. But when I would go out, I would be able to see the beach. I would be able to see, you know, all different other kinds of nature that thankfully was preserved and was out there for us to enjoy. So it's interesting because what God has for us and created for us from the day one is showing God's love through even the tiniest little details. The daylight is shorter, but it's not as short as California during winter, and sometimes we get some snow. Unfortunately, we didn't get any this year, but we got a lot of rain and a lot of thunderstorms, which I missed. And you know, all different types of weathers, cold weather, warm weather. It's a little humid, so I don't know about that. My body's still trying to get used to it. But God created this so that we have a variety for us to enjoy, whether, you know, instead of it being the same all the time. I'm so sorry. Mimi, what are you doing? Okay, he loves to open doors and stuff, and so the closet, he's opening up the closet, so Mimi, honey. Now he's inside the closet. Okay. Anyways, God, you know, created lands, and with land and you have water, we've got beautiful oceans. And I don't know about you, but when I go to the beach, I love just listening to the waves just crashing and just hearing that, and that in and of itself is just calming, and it's extremely calming and amazing to just listen to. And it's just a beautiful ASMR. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll just listen to that through YouTube or something to just go to sleep. Bringing forth grass and herb, grass and honey, fruits, and, you know, all kinds of, you know, things, plants, and we've got flowers just for us to view and enjoy. We've got all different kinds of trees that turn different colors during the winter and fall. And I lived in Boston for I think a year or two, and if you guys want to visit Boston, visit during the fall season. The colors are just so vibrant. You've got bright yellow leaves, you've got bright orange, red. It's just so beautiful that, you know, God has created. And then, you know, there are places where they have during springtime cherry blossoms, you know, and you've got like rows of cherry blossom trees, and like you've got the petals falling and it just looks like snow, and it's just so beautiful, especially if you drive through it or walk through it. It's so amazing and mesmerizing. And it's not just that, but God created all different types of fruits and all different types of vegetables for us to enjoy. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't like the typical apples, bananas, and oranges. I like the very unique and very tropical kind of fruits that you can't really get often here in the States, because they're really expensive. But I mean, when I first tried these tropical fruits, my whole world in front of me just opened wide open, and God created so many things. You've got sour, you've got bitter, you've got sweet, you've got bittersweet, you've got yogurt like fruits, and it's amazing because God had all of that in mind for us to just enjoy, for us to explore. He even gave us the seasons. You can have all 4 different seasons. That was kind of what sucked a little bit when I was in California, is that there was literally 1 season, okay, maybe 2, and that was it. You know, even during dead of the winter, it was 80 degrees. I mean, it was nice, but you know, it kind of stayed too consistent for me. He gave us different kinds of birds and different kinds of flying mammals, and you know, like, I know there are some people who just love to go out there and just do bird watching, have bird feeders, because they just love birds. And there are people who just like the beasts that, you know, Genesis 1:24 talks about. Is like the creeping things and the beast of the earth after its kind. And it's just, you know, I've got one right here sitting on my, you know, desk table, and he's just enjoying himself while I am doing YouTube. He also gave us animals in the sea, you know, and oh man, I honestly want an aquarium again. I had a 20-gallon aquarium with guppies and ghost catfish and neon tetras. Okay, those are like all the basic fish that, you know, any basic home would have. But it was just awesome to just, you know, have these little creatures that had their own like personalities and color designs, and every single one of them so different. And I had 2 different crown-tailed betta fish. I have a picture of one which was blue, and then I had one that was red that I called red. I know, creative, right? Anyways, but I really enjoyed having these pets, and every single one of them had their own personality. And he comes and he's like loving on me, and I go and love on him, and you know, he takes care of me and I take care of him. It's amazing how God shows love. There's so many different ways. On top of all of that, God gave us a day where we can just enjoy God's creation and just take the time off and spend time with God on the 7th day, just like God has given it to us. And yes, it's a little tough because, you know, a lot of things are happening at church, and, you know, I'm doing some work, doing teaching Bible study and all of these things, but it's just awesome because we get to create these relationships and, seeing the struggle that sometimes we have to go to win people for Christ. And yes, the struggle is real. Yes, the battle is real. Yes, the hurdles are real. But at the end of it, it's so worth it. It's so worth it because they get to experience God's love and hopefully see the amazing and beauty of how God loves on us so much. And yeah, sorry guys, he's jealous. So Mimi, honey, oh, I gotta film. Are you gonna just sit here? Mimi. Oh, you're just gonna sit here? Huh? Mimi. He's having an attitude with me. Alright, sit. 앉아. 앉아. Okay. Anyways, so I just wanted to kind of go back to the very beginning and back to where God's beauty and God's love just really shines unconditionally, without the struggles, without the difficulties, without any of that, where we can consistently and continually see God's love and God's glory. And I think that a lot of times we may forget because we are so focused on our lives and our struggles and our difficulties and, our work. And we're so busy doing our own life that we don't take the time to smell the roses. And so it was a really good reminder for me. And I thought I would share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And hit that subscribe button. And hit that bell button for notifications of videos like this. And till next time, bye guys. Mimi. 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 Say hi. Say hi. Ow. Mimi. Hi. Ah. La 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 la. He's not happy. He wants mommy and he's jealous because I've been talking to you guys. Anyways, Mimi. You want to say bye? You want to say bye-bye? Okay, bye-bye. Bye, guys.